Hey guys, welcome to another Monster Hunter World video. Today I'm bringing you guys my dual blade sets. I had been holding off on making this video because I wasn't entirely satisfied with what I had, and I also had been playing Greatsword a lot, but now I'm finally done with racking the quests on it that I wanted to, so I'm moving on to another weapon. But before I do that, I wanted to put my dual blade sets out there for you guys because I have played a lot of dual blades and some of you guys requested it and were asking for it, so here we go. I have 3 sets to show you guys today. The first one is an elementless build you can use in almost any scenario, and it's kind of similar to my longsword build, so if you guys haven't checked that one out, I'll leave a card you can click on the top right hand corner of the screen so you guys can check out that video too. For this one, the weapon we're going to be using is the Diablos chicken drumsticks. These have a level 2 slot I outfitted with an elementalist jewel, and 2 augment slots in which I put an affinity increase augment and a attack increase augment. The affinity augment I'm gonna highly recommend it because this thing does have a negative affinity, but not as much as other Diablos weapons or Devil Joe weapons, so 1 affinity augment will go quite a long way in bumping up your crit chance. For the armor, we're going to be using the Dragon King Eye Patch Alpha, outfitted with a critical jewel. The chest piece is the Kushala Sista Beta, outfitted with another critical jewel. The gauntlets are the Kaiser Van Braces Beta, outfitted with a final critical jewel. The coil is the Nergigante Coil Beta, slotted with a protective polish jewel. The boots are the Death Stench Heal Beta, slotted with 2 attack jewels. And for the charm, we're going to be using the Attack Charm 3. This would then give you level 7 attack boost, level 4 handicraft, which is just enough to get that white sharpness pixel, level 3 critical boost, level 3 weakness exploit, protective polish, and a non-elemental boost. Now it is worth mentioning that because of protective polish, this set's potential is only fully realized by using wetfish fins, but some people just really don't like wetfish farming, or they just don't want to use fish to sharpen their swords for some reason. But to be honest, if you're playing solo, sharpening ones at the beginning of a fight should give you more than enough time to do massive damage before you drop into blue, and even when you drop into blue you will still deal a bunch of damage, so you don't really need anything else in my opinion. This is just a really high damage general build, and it works really well in almost every situation. The second build I have for you guys is one I call the Game of Thrones. Anyway, I saw a version of this set ages ago when I was first starting off in this game somewhere on Reddit, and then everyone and their grandmother made a YouTube video about it and put a different version of it on their channel, which is what I'm doing right now basically. But for my version of the set, the weapon we're going to be using is the Fire and Ice dual blades, no shit, and I augmented them for an affinity increase. You can opt for a health regen, but honestly, for this, you need as much crit as possible with this set, so I'm going to recommend against augmenting for anything else except an affinity augment, but at the end of the day, it's up to you, it's personal preference. So these things also have a level 2 slot, which I'm going to fill with a critical jewel. For the armor, we're going to be using the Wrath Soul Helm Beta, slotted with 2 expert jewels. The chest piece is the Rathalos Mail Beta, and I filled it with a blast jewel to max out blast attack, but if you want to slot another jewel in here, like another expert jewel or another attack jewel, you really can. It's up to you, but I personally really like the blast attack. So the gauntlets are the Kaiser Van Braces Beta, filled with a critical jewel. The coil is the Kaiser Coil Beta that I outfitted with another critical jewel. The boots are the Kaiser Beta Greaves, slotted in with another expert jewel. And finally, for the charm, we're going to be using the Handicraft Charm 3. This would then give you level 3 critical boost, level 3 blast attack, level 3 critical eye, level 3 weakness exploit, level 3 handicraft, 2 levels of latent power, which are just, you know, they're not really something we're going to take into account for the build. We just kind of have them there because of the 3 pieces of Teostra gear we need for one of the 2 set bonuses that this set is based on, and that is the Teostra set bonus, Master's Touch, and the Rathalos set bonus, Critical Element. With our considerably high crit chance sitting at around 80% crit chance at a weak spot, we will have a drastic increase to the duration of our white sharpness because of Master's Touch. Crit boost will increase the damage of your crit, so you'll get a lot of value off of having 3 levels off of it since we're going to crit so often. Now, Critical Element will only affect the ice portion of the Fire and Ice damage output, but hey, that's like half or nearly a third of our weapon, so it's pretty valuable. You get good skills from the Rathalos piece too. Blast attack will increase your blast buildup so you can proc it more often, therefore increasing your, DPS. And for multiplayer or tempered quests, or, quests that take a long time, take more than, if you're not going for like a speedrun or something like that, you'll get the benefits off of latent power, so it's kind of there, it has its uses. So all in all, this set has amazing synergy with all of its pieces, it does a lot of damage, it has a lot of white sharpness, and most importantly, It is super fun. Now the third and final set for this video that I have for you guys is a Dragon Element set. This is essentially an improved version of the old Decimating Claws build, but now it's updated with the superior Deviljho weapons. So for this one we're going to be using the Wrathful Predation dual blades. They don't have any jewel slots, but they do have 2 augment slots that I filled with an attack increase and an affinity increase. These dual blades have way more negative affinity than the Diablos turkey legs, so we do still need the affinity increase, but the attack increase is up to you. You can go lifesteal if you wish, it's all personal preference, so as long as you have at least 1 affinity increase, the second one is up to you. For the armor, we're going to be using the Wrath Soul Helm Beta, outfitted with 2 expert jewels. The chest piece is the Rathalos Mail Beta, outfitted with 1 dragon jewel. Awkwardly enough, this is just enough to put the weapon right underneath its elemental cap, so don't put more than 1 in dragon attack. The gauntlets are the Kaiser Van Brace's Beta, outfitted with a critical jewel. The coil is the Nergigante coil, slotted with another critical jewel. And the boots are the Death Stench Heal Beta, outfitted with 2 attack jewels. And for the charm, we're going to be using the Handicraft Charm 3. This would then give you level 5 Handicraft, level 4 attack, just enough to get that extra bit of affinity, level 3 critical boost, level 3 weakness exploit, 2 levels of critical eye, and 1 level of dragon attack. This weapon has a lot of white and blue sharpness. You won't ever have a negative crit thanks to the augment and a little bit of critical eye and attack boost, of course. It has high raw, high elemental, high elder seal, high crit chance, high crit damage, and since it's dual blades, it has high attack speed, which means you will get a lot of benefit from everything we're putting into this thing. Well guys, those are my dual blade sets. I highly recommend you guys try them out. I'll be making another video showing my elemental sets, which I mean aren't really anything too special or too different from what you've seen from this video, but they're generally pretty easy sets to get into, and they're pretty effective, so I'm going to make one for each of the elements and just kind of show you guys very quickly my thought process for making those. I'm also working on some hammer sets and switch axe sets. I've gotten a few comments asking for some, and trust me, I am working on it. I just have to practice those weapons some more because for some reason, I don't know why, I just can't get into the mindset I should have for playing them. Like, it just doesn't click in my brain that well. I just don't want to be half-assed at the weapon and make a half-assed video with a half-assed set in it because of that. So, and I've played quite a bit of every weapon I've made a build video for, so I would like for that to continue, but I'm working on it. Stay tuned for that. I'm cooking it up, don't worry. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. We're at 2K subs in less than a month, which is mind-blowing to me, so thank you guys so much for that. As always, leave any suggestions or ideas of your own sets in the comments. We can talk about it, discuss them. I always read the comments. Alright boys, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.